Hi again. Did you miss me? Okay. Well, I did my introduction for the most part with my president's speech, right? I actually wasn't told which speech was first, so it's a little bit of overlap. So I'll try to cut some. I'll try to some things down here. You know me. I'm Mustafa. I'm running for internal vice president this time, right? Let me share a few things about myself real quick. So, one of my earliest experiences that helped shape me was being involved in my community environmental program. And through that, I was able to build some professional skills, like working with official documents and learning how to organize, how an organized group operates, and seeing how important structure and communication are when making something successful. Later on, I think I told you guys, I became president of my own environmental club, right? And that experience helped me develop different leadership and managing skills, right? Taught me how to take initiative, help guide a group, help stay organized and productive. Let's skip, whatever. Another thing that helped change my perspective, right? 3D printing. When I first was introduced to 3D printing, I thought it was the most useless hobby ever. I'm being so honest right now, because I only ever see people print those little toy dragons or whatever, and I'm like, I was not a fan, right? Especially because I was the environmentalist, right? But now that I'm into engineering, I can see all the practical applications of 3D printing, right? And then I got convinced about my own 3D printing. And I realized how useful it can really be. You know? It turns practical engineering tools into prototypes, solutions. It makes things useful for everyday life. In fact, I'm a big gardener, right? And I've been recently 3D printing some gardening tools for myself, right? If I was elected as the internal vice president, one of the biggest things I would be focusing on is help reach the print lab's full potential. I discussed it a little earlier with Mitchell, right? But I don't know how many of you are aware. The print lab used to be in a much nicer, much bigger room, and then we got moved down to this dingy room in the bottom of the law building, right? And if anyone's ever been, it's not the most organized looking. It's not the nicest looking. You got filament under tables, right? And also there's a debate about how filament how plastic affects the lungs, right? I want to change all of that, right? I was talking to Celeste about this actually. I want some shells, some more structure into the print lab room, right? Because right now, I feel like we're missing out on opportunities. And I want this print lab to be producing at 100% constantly. There's a lot of missed opportunity here. Going on, I believe internal vice president is a role that requires someone who can recognize potential, stay organized, and help turn ideas into something more effective. I believe my experiences have helped me prepare for that. Through my work in community organizations and leadership roles, I've learned the importance of professionalism, communication, management, and initiative. I would like to bring all of those qualities in this position, along with a real interest in helping ASME continue to improve internally. And I might not have as much time in ASME as some of these other candidates, but I do have a willingness to learn, right? I have a strong work ethic and a desire to help ASME grow. I'm willing to put as much time as I need into this club, and I want to continue to contribute to making this organization stronger from the inside out and help expand the resources it already has. Once again, thank you all for your time and consideration. Go Cougs, vote for Mustafa.
So you mentioned a lot of passion about 3D printing and all that stuff. Besides the filament organization, solving all that, what is your vision on where to take the print lab if you were to be a vice president?
So like you said.
What is your vision to where do you plan to take the print lab down the road?
Oh, okay.
In terms of
I get you.
Product wise.
So one of the things that I've been told is that the print lab has, because of the downgrade, right? we've actually not produced as much money these past 2 semesters. And I want to look into ways on how to automize the 3D prints and the removal of those 3D prints, right? And there's different ways to do it, and it depends on which machines you're using, right? But I was researching with my specific one I have at home. It's really easy. You can just turn it, like tilt it a little, and then push the part off into like a little collection bucket, right? So I want to implement some ideas like that, and I want to really push up the print lab to its max capacity.